You've heard it. All you got to do is raise your vibration. Or you've said it. I just got to get my vibration up. I just got to get my vibration up. What does that mean exactly? And why is that important? And the real question, how do you do it? My name is Felicia Searcy. It is my joy to help you activate your dream. I love being your partner in believing. Your dream is my passion. And in this live, I want to help you understand what the heck we mean when people talk about raising your vibration. What exactly do you mean when, or anybody, what does anybody mean when they say all you got to do is raise your vibration? And you want to stick around to the end because I have an amazing opportunity that I want to share with you. So you've heard yourself say, you may be chugging along and things just aren't moving as quickly as you want them to move, or things are just not happening the way that you want them to happen, or they're not happening at all. And you find yourself in this conversation, whether it's in your head or with somebody else, and you hear yourself saying, I just have to raise my vibration. I just have to raise my vibration. Or somebody says to you, oh, you need to get your vibration up. Ooh, or be careful because you're lowering your vibration. What is it exactly that we're talking about, Carmen? Good to see you. When we talk about raising your vibration, well, here's the thing. Thank you, Misty. So good to see you. So are you. Here's the thing I want you to understand, first and foremost, as we're in this conversation of raising your vibration. You are a swirling ball of energy. We live and move and have being in a world, in an existence of energy. Everything is energy. Now, my sense is that that is not new information for you. And I want you to stay with me because even if you've heard some of this before, and you're a very sophisticated community, so I know you've heard a lot of this before, I want you to listen through the lens of what would it be to take it from understanding it conceptually to really taking it into the very DNA of my cells, where I'm now leading with this knowledge, that this knowledge now guides my life. So, you are a swirling ball of energy. You're living in a field of energy. Energy vibrates. Think about it. Everything vibrates. When you think about when an animal dies and it starts decomposing, the reason why it decomposes is because it's vibrating. And when something is vibrating, it's vibrating at a particular frequency. There's a frequency to that vibration. You are vibrating at a particular frequency. So when people say, I just need to raise my vibration, it means that you are literally like shaking. Not that you can feel it because it's at such a fine-tuned level, but you're in this constant motion. Your energy is in constant motion. That constant motion has a frequency to it. Now here's the reason why that is so important. We live in a field, what quantum physics calls a quantum field, where there are waves of unformed energy, undifferentiated energy, just energy just hanging out, and what quantum physics calls superposition. It's literally waiting for instructions on what to create and how to form. Your vibration, the frequency at which you're vibrating, actually becomes the conversation with these waves of energy that are hanging out in superposition. And I love that quantum physics is proving what spiritual masters have taught throughout the ages, that what happens with your vibration, literally these unformed energy waves organizes according to the fundamental frequency at which you're vibrating. It's the pattern of your beingness. Your beingness, how you see yourself, how you interact with the world, what you believe about the world, what you believe about the universe, what you believe about God, what you believe about spirit, what you believe is possible, what you believe is not possible. All of that adds up to how you move in the world. That becomes what's called your energetic signature, or your energetic vibratory pattern, your energetic frequency. That frequency has a pattern to it. It then literally starts talking to these waves of energy. Now, I don't understand how all this happens, but I don't have to understand how all this happens. Just like I don't have to understand fully how electricity works. It doesn't keep me from flipping the switch and turning on the light. So it's enough information to be able to give you a sense of, wow, I really do impact these energy waves around me according to how I'm vibrating. So your frequency sets your energetic vibratory signal, which now is in conversation with these unformed waves of energy hanging out in superposition in this quantum field. And what quantum physics is now proving, that in some fantastical way, really, it's almost science fiction when you think about it. We say it so glibly now. It rolls off people's tongues almost so automatically. But if you ever stop and think about the power of this, it's mind-blowing how you have the ability to literally mold these waves of energy into your results. The other thing that it does is that it sets up what you are fundamentally vibrating, your energetic vibratory signature, or your predominant frequency creates a magnetic field around you. It literally draws to you everything that matches that energetic frequency. When I'm sharing, again, many of you all have heard this before. This is not new information, but I want you to really take it in, because imagine if we really got this. If you really understood this in a way that you were applying it consistently, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. And it's breathtaking when you think about that we have the power to literally mold this energy according to what we desire. So, the reason why this is so important, I just have to raise my vibration, is to understand that you are a creative being. You have unlimited creative capacity. And your frequency is the conversation that you're having with this invisible field around you, and becomes the mold by which your life and your results are created. They pour into this mold of your frequency. So you're attracting and you're creating. It's the fundamental explanation of a law of attraction, which is actually a secondary law. And here's the piece that I really want you to hear. This is a really important piece. The primary law is not the law of attraction. The attraction is just simply the effect of the primary law, which is the law of vibration. The real law is the law of vibration. Understanding that everything starts with vibration. That is the creative instigator. Your vibration is the creative instigator, which is why it is so important to be a master of your frequency, to be a master of how you're vibrating. So then the question becomes, what then causes your vibration? What causes your frequency? Well, every single one of you have two superpowers. I have two superpowers. And those two superpowers, number one, your vibration is created by what you are predominantly mentally rehearsing, and this amazing superpower of your imagination. You have this amazing capacity to consciously choose images to play in what Joseph Murphy calls the movie screen of your mind. And whenever you are rolling across the movie screen of your mind, that then generates feelings. And here's the thing. Your feelings are what is the actual vibration. Your feelings is what creates the physiological sensation. You know what your frequency is, because you can feel the physiological sensation, and the name that you give them are called your feelings. It's how you feel. So you have this superpower to mentally rehearse images in the faculty of your imagination. You have this capacity to choose the movie that you're showing in the movie theater of your mind. What's so powerful about this is that so few people really understand that. So few people really understand the power of your imagination, and even fewer people know how to effectively use your imagination by consciously choosing images that you want to show. It's like realizing, wow, I really get to choose what theater I want to walk into. Most people think that they are dictated by what's going on in their world, that then dictates what you're showing in your imagination. People don't realize that your use of your imagination is actually independent of what's going on in your outside world. That your outside world does not have to determine what you are showing across the movie theater of your mind. This is so important. I want you to hear this. I'm looking you in the eye as this amazing, brilliant businesswoman who's building out this breathtaking work to serve with your business. The place to start with raising your vibration, because that is the creative initiative. Your vibration, your frequency is where all creation starts, right? Because that's where that's the conversation that you're having with this invisible field, where there are waves of energy hanging out in superposition. That vibration is generated by what you are showing in the movie theater of your mind, by what you were showing, and thank you for the heart, what you're showing in your imagination. And not only have you been given that superpower, but you've been given the ability to choose the images that you want to flash across your imagination. You're showing images in your imagination. Those images are now activating sensations in your body, feelings in your body. Those feelings are where the frequency lies. It's not your thinking that does it. It's not your thinking that is creating an energy pattern that you're now emitting out to this invisible field. There's actually a step in between that. It's your feeling, your imagination, your images are informing the physiological sensations in your body, the feelings in your body. This is where the conversation's happening. And your physical being, whatever it is that you are feeling at a physiological level, in what we call feelings, that then becomes the conversation that you're having with this invisible field. Hey, Carolyn, I hope this is serving you. It starts in your images, but then it travels down to your body. Now, again, the other amazing thing is that you actually have the capacity to generate feelings that are higher vibrations. So when people talk about, I just need to raise my vibration, I just need to raise my vibration, what you're actually talking about is, hey, I need to shift what I'm showing myself in my imagination, and I need to shift the way I'm feeling about things. Now, done over time, what you're actually doing is that you are growing spiritually. You are spiritually maturing. You're becoming a spiritual master because you're mastering your frequency by mastering what you are allowing to be seen in your imagination. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said to stand guard at the portal of your mind. That's mastery. So it's not just a one-time thing. I need to raise my vibration. It now becomes a spiritual discipline where you are consciously choosing images that you can tell in your body, these images absolutely bring you alive. The reason why this is important is because when you are generating a higher frequency energy, now think about this, play with this for a little bit. When you are generating a higher frequency energy, and you can feel yourself becoming expansive. You're seeing images that's like, wow, I really want that. You're feeling the feelings in your body of fulfillment, of gratitude, of eagerness, of possibility. The really powerful thing about this is that you literally change your brain chemistry. You think differently. You have access to whole new levels of possibility and creativity. You're able to see ideas that when you're thinking from a place of scarcity or deprivation, or even just same old, you don't even have to go into a place of fear, but same old, that when you think from new possibilities, because you're seeing new possible images in this faculty of your imagination, and you let yourself expand, that sensation of expansionness in your body in the presence of these images, you literally now have access to a whole new level of possibility, a whole new level of creativity, where you can hear ideas and see opportunities that have always been there. You just didn't have access to them thinking from the same level of thinking that you thought of before. So the power of this is that you increase your creativity, you increase your confidence. You know, so think about, let's just look at two different states. People often talk about mindset. If you ever listen to me long enough, and those of you that I have the honor of working with, you know that I rarely use the word mindset, because it's not just mindset, it's a whole state of beingness. You want to put on a whole state of beingness. And as you put on a whole state of beingness, you do what I call, you become a master of your energy, a master of your frequency. So when you think about something that you would love, so right now, Carolyn, Misty, bring to mind something that when you think about it, absolutely lights you up. It's like, oh my gosh, I love that. See those images in your mind. Feel those sensations in your body. Name those sensations. It's probably a sense of excitement, gratitude, fulfillment, joy. All of those are higher frequency energies that you are now running through your body. When you're in that state of mind, I want you to notice how you literally think more expansively. You literally think more creatively. One of the things that when I work with people is that I work with really honing in on this ability right here, because this gives you access to unlimited intelligence. That when you're able to generate those energies of joy, of fulfillment, of gratitude, of possibility, because you are mentally rehearsing images in this faculty of your imagination, it's breathtaking how much more creative you become, how much bolder, that's a word, right? Bolder. You become bolder, you become more confident, you become more courageous, and you're willing to take the actions and the necessary risks. Here's the thing about having a dream to build a business. It requires risk. It requires risk. And when you have a lower vibration, because you're generating an energy of fear, deprivation, scarcity, you can't work up the sense of boldness and courage and confidence to step out and take the risks that are required to do something that you've never done before, no matter where you are, whatever stage of business that you're in order to move in the way that you need to move to achieve your dream. Raising your vibration gives you access to that confidence, to that courage, and it gives you access to be able to hear ideas and see opportunities. Again, always been there. You know, think of it this way. When we start flying again, if I want to go, I'm in the LA area. I'm north of LA, up in Ventura County. If I wanted to go to Los Angeles, say to North Carolina, my assistant lives in North Carolina. If I wanted to go visit her in North Carolina, Think about 300 years ago, that journey. We would have had to have either ridden a horse or walked or take a boat all the way around, but it would have been a long, arduous journey. I want you to think about this. Every single step along the way, you have the capacity to get on an airplane. We did not invent flight. We became a match. We became that vibrational match to be at the frequency where flight was hanging out long enough and sustained enough for everything required in order to build the airplanes to be able to come into form. But they had to come through a vessel, and that vessel, which ultimately was the Wright brothers. It came through several different people, but ultimately it was the Wright brothers. The Wright brothers had to line up vibrationally with that information, with those ideas, and they had to have the courage, the boldness to act on those ideas. Can you imagine that first flight? I think it was Orville Wright who actually was he was sprawled out on that canvas mechanism. They didn't even have a name for it yet. What it took for him to get on that airplane and turn that, Wilbur was turning the propeller, and for him to take off. Do you know where he had to be in a frame of mind, in a state of being, to be able to do that? And a lot of people died doing this. When you raise your vibration, it gives you access to ideas, and it gives you, Sharon, the courage and the willingness to act on those ideas, to get on your own version of that first airplane. So raising your vibration increases your capacity, increases your creativity, increases your intelligence, and it increases your courage and conviction to be able to act on those things. All right, so how do you raise your vibration then? What's the act of raising your vibration? Number one, you want to work with images. Remember, it all starts in the faculty of your imagination, that your imagination is running images. And here's the thing I want you to hear. You're running images all the time. You can't turn that faculty off. You can't turn your imagination off. You're always running images. So when you consciously choose images that enliven you, that light you up, now you're generating a physiological sensation and feelings that now is your frequency that gives you access to the stream of intelligence that's always guiding you. So the place to start is to create a vision. Create a vision for your life. Create a vision for your business. Create mental images that when you think about them, your whole system goes, oh, I would love that. I would love that. And you want to work with images, again, that when you think about it, it just lights you up. And one of the most powerful ways to work with those images is to work with the quintessential question that I work with people consistently. In fact, I just had a client recently say, oh my God, one of the most powerful things that I learned from you was how to live from this question. And I want you to write this down. The question is, what would I love? What would I love? Feel the energetic frequency of that question, the power of that question. What would I love? What would I love to do, have, give, be? And play with images and create a vision that when you read it, when you see it on your vision board, it absolutely lights you up. Now, the second thing to do to raise your vibration, so you're working with your vision and you're learning how, it's one of the things that I work on with people, is how to effectively create a vision, because very few people know how to really effectively create a vision and how to effectively work with that vision. Then you want to consciously generate two empowering energies. One of them is gratitude. Gratitude is the energy that's congruent with abundance. Gratitude, more than anything, will cause you to flip into that creative capacity. And so as you're generating gratitude right where you are and understanding that you have the capacity to generate gratitude at will, Tracy, you can You can learn to generate gratitude on demand. That's spiritual mastery. Remember how I talked about how raising your vibration is actually you becoming a spiritual master. You becoming a master of your energy. And mastery in holding images, mastery in generating gratitude, regardless of what's happening in your world. That you are consciously choosing to generate the energy of gratitude. The other really powerful energy that will cause you to be a master of your energy is acknowledging your wins along the way, your accomplishments, your achievements, those micro wins or not so micro wins along the way. There's nothing more powerful to counteract the energy of disappointment and defeat than the energy of accomplishment, which means you have to be laser sharp at identifying your micro wins along the way, even if it feels like collectively there ain't nothing happening. There's always something happening. And as you're becoming a master of your energy, because that's what we're talking about here when you're raising your vibration, when you become a master of your energy, you're mastering your capacity to hold your vision, generate gratitude, and celebrate the micro wins along the way to keep generating confidence, boldness, courage, so you will act on the ideas that are dropping in and step out and take the risks that are required for you to be successful in your business. All right, so I hope this served. Please drop some comments in the comment section about elements of this that really served you. And I'm not done. I would love to help you and take this conversation deeper by inviting you to my free training. Next Friday, the 20th, 9:30 to 12:30 Pacific time. I'm in California, so here in the US, Pacific time. We're going to take a deep dive into the system of how to discover the image, hold an image, and bring that image into form in the three-dimensional facts of your life consistently, where not only are you achieving your dream, but you're enjoying it along the way. So, 3 hours, I'm going to pour into you my gift. The only thing I ask is that you make a charitable contribution to a cause of your choice. The link to register is up in the description. It's FeliciaSearcy.com/dreamlife. Join me. Let me get my hands around you. Let me put my arms around you. Let's go deeper into this conversation. Unlock this crazy capacity in you to help you put it in service to what brings you alive as you become a master of your imagination, master of your energy, master of your actions, and you masterfully bring forward your dream in a way that truly serves everybody around you. So, next Friday, November 20th, 9:30 to 12:30 Pacific time. Again, my gift, 3 hours. Dedicate 3 hours, your whole life. You have your whole life, just 3 hours. I'm asking that you invest 3 hours in you, your dream, and to learn how to become a master of your energy so you can create the life that you are meant to live, a life that you love. It's been my honor to serve this with you. I hope to share this with you. I hope this served you. Share with me key takeaways in the comment section. And again, register for the event next Friday, November 20th. My name is Felicia Searcy, your Dream Life Activator. It is my joy to be your partner in believing. I look forward to seeing you next Friday, the 20th, 9:30 to 12:30. Let's get you going. God bless. Mwah. Take care.